Hello everybody, this is Martin at Ferntree Gully Hyundai again, and today we've got the coach of the Ferntree Gully Football Club, Peter Farrell, on our second version of driving with Ferntree Gully Hyundai and Kia. G'day Pete, how are you?
Good, Marty, how you going?
Yeah, good, thanks pal.
Good.
Thanks for joining us. It's been it's a bit of a shambles day, but it's raining and wet, but anyway.
Yeah, it is. No, it's my pleasure. Absolutely.
No worries at all. Now I've got to talk about the on-field success for the year, and what it obviously what it meant to you as your coach in your second year at the club, and the rest of the guys and the whole team. So let's go through and tell us what you reckon.
No worries. I suppose from a coaching point of view, a coaching group point of view, and a playing point of view, it's a great reward for a lot of us for a couple of years hard work, and for some of us for 12 months hard work. It's a lot of that work gets done in December and January and February, the season before it starts, and so that's a great reward for the players and coaches. But probably most importantly, I think it's it's the smiles on the faces of the people who have been at the club for decades, and the volunteers and the effort they put in, and I think that's what was the biggest reward for me personally and for everyone else, to see what it means to a local footy community, and the tears and the smiles, and I think it was a pretty special moment. It's been 29 years for the seniors and 41 for the reserves, so
it's pretty good.
People have been waiting a little while.
That's right. I bet you recruited pretty well off season last year, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We were pretty strategic in our recruiting. I feel we've got a really good young group of talent, an abundance of talent with our youngsters, and just needed to maybe add a couple of older heads who have played footy at high levels, and just to bring some good training habits and good preparation standards to our group, and just lead the way by example with that sort of that high level experience. So we were fortunate to get a couple of cracking recruits to the club. Yeah,
that was good. Blizz is one of our boys at the dealership in our service department. He joined you too?
He did. I met Blizz at Knox Footy Club a couple of years ago, and big fan of Blizz. Played a lot of senior first division football, and a great fella as well, which probably ticked the main box for us when we were recruiting. Just good people first and foremost. That was the criteria.
So what were the challenges you had in this year that obviously you brought over from the year before?
Yep.
What's the challenge you did have, and how did you resolve them, and how did the boys adapt?
Sure, I suppose at the start of the year we sort of worked out by about December that we were going to have several new players to the group. So the first challenge was to integrate those guys into the existing group, and that was highly successful, and probably taken on board by our existing playing group really well, and the guys were brought to the club really well. So I think that was the first challenge, to gel the group. A lot of guys who hadn't played footy together before, and the second challenge was probably that we didn't play in finals last year. So it's an unusual thing to come up and win a premiership without having played finals the year before, I think. Yeah. So we were aware of that 12 months ago, and
going through the year undefeated, and then getting to that second semi-final and getting rolled.
Yeah.
Obviously the massive challenge to get the boys up for the next week.
Yeah.
And get their mind focused on the job at hand.
Yeah, it definitely was. You don't get a lot of time to do that within a week. So we addressed it immediately after the loss. We addressed how we were feeling. We discussed what we thought we needed to do to get straight back on the bike, and one of those things was to remain positive. I think we had a lot of self-belief in our ability, and probably identified the fact that we had got a bit complacent. We won 28 games in a row, including the season before and the practice matches. So a bit of human nature, I think, Marty, kicked in. Yeah. But we had some really good wise heads in our group, and some good coaches around, and we remained positive. I think that was the key, and we worked out that we had to work a lot harder in our preparation for the next week, and we tweaked a few things as well from a game style point of view. Nothing major, but just a few tweaks.
Yeah. Now going forward, most important going forward, you go to Divi 3 next year.
Yep.
And a lot of more local rivalries, I guess, I think.
It's exciting.
So, what have you been doing off field? Don't tell us the secrets. Where we're going to get them from.
I'm not going to tell you everything, but look, we've been working hard for the last 4 weeks in the football department. Graham Gardner, myself, and Sabi Kolokides, who's come on board this year to help assist us with our list management and recruiting. First and foremost, we've retained 90% of our playing list from last year. We've got 11 under-19s coming up into the senior group, so we're working hard on retaining all our under-17s into under-19s this year. We've identified some little hotspots within our group that we think we need to fill a couple of gaps, but primarily we're not going to go out and get an abundance of recruits. We've been pretty specific and honed in on the recruits we want. We're also pretty confident and mindful about what we have internally with our young players coming through, sort of between the ages of 17 and 21, 22, and we want to make sure there's lots of opportunity for those guys. So pretty excited about that.
And is the cap? I know they're bringing in the cap all over Victoria football.
Yeah, they are.
Will it have a profound effect across the league, do you think?
Oh, I think it will. I think it'll have an immediate effect. There'll be a bit of a transition for clubs and players, but I think I think the cap's a great idea, and it'll have a positive impact, certainly on a footy club like ours, where we have that homegrown talent. It'll help us retain that, and it'll create a level playing field too. For clubs that maybe don't have the income streams that some of the other clubs have in the EFL. So
I understand. Now, Tammy, let's get off the Ferntree Gully Football Club. Let's get on to you. You're a bit of a played in the league for a few years yourself, didn't you? You played at Baronia and played at Upper. Tell us a little bit about what you did before you came to Ferntree Gully.
No worries. Well, I never played at Upper. But,
you didn't play at Upper?
No. I coached at Upper for 3 years in a senior assistant role. I coached at Knox Footy Club for 1 year in the development squad as senior assistant. I coached at Baronia for a couple of years when I finished playing, and I was fortunate enough to play senior footy at Baronia and play senior first division finals and play in a couple of second division grand finals for Baronia, and captained the club for 4 years, which was a great honour, and really enjoyed my time playing over a couple of hundred games in senior footy at Baronia Footy Club.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
Away from the footy, you're Peter rendering?
Yep.
Yep. How do you go? You've been at that for a while?
Yeah, no, I've been in the building industry since day dot, so 26 years. Been self-employed for 25 of them. Pete's Render, we install lightweight cladding systems and we render things, and it's going well. It's good. It's steadily growing. So
and the new family business?
Yeah, exciting new family business. Jacob Farrell, my youngest son, he's in the fitness and wellness industry, so we've set up a fairly boutique and unique little business in Baronia that deals with recovery and wellness and health and fitness, and that he's got a cryotherapy machine, salt therapy, high altitude, and a few other bits and pieces which are really good for all sorts of different people.
Have you seen any of the boys down there to have a crack?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
And any the benefits?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, hopefully it'll prolong Simon Godfrey's career for another year. Cryotherapy, so I'm counting on that. Yeah.
Good stuff. Now we have a little quick questions for you. Now tell us, Ray-Bans or aviators? The boys told me you're a bit of an aviator boy. Is that true or not?
No, aviators, they're correct.
Aviator, what is the things to go?
Yeah.
All right. Ever had a spray tan?
Look, my mum's Sri Lankan, so I've probably never had the need to have a spray tan, so the answer's definitely no.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm 100%.
Oh, the boys reckon you are.
That's natural.
Good. Now tell us your favourite footy memory.
Probably 4 weeks ago, about 4:30 on the 4th of September 2016 when the siren went. It was an amazing feeling. I've been a part of a premiership or two before, but as a coach, it's a different experience, and it was a great memory.
Fantastic. Now, who do you barrack for in the AFL?
The mighty Bombers.
Bombers, why?
My dad barracked for Essendon, and I spent every second Saturday at Windy Hill for about a decade as a young fella. So
who's your favourite at the Windy Hill?
At the moment?
No, when you were going.
Probably Tim Watson when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Was my favourite. Yeah.
And today?
Look, there's a few good players there. I like young Zach Merritt.
Yeah.
He's pretty exciting. Yeah, there's a few really good young players. I'm excited about the next couple of years.
That's good.
Yeah.
Tell me, beer or wine?
Beer.
Favourite beer?
Mountain Gate Steamer. It's organic. It's got to be organic.
Does it?
No, it doesn't. But no, it's a nice drop, nice pale ale.
Good.
Yeah.
Have you got a hero in life?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
I do have a hero, and that would be my nana, Peter Farrell. She passed away 17 years ago, unfortunately, but she lived a pretty tough life, and certainly come through the other side of adversity with flying colours. So that's someone that I've always been inspired by since I was probably in my teenage years.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What's your best holiday spot?
It was Port Douglas, but I went to Bali a few weeks ago to Seminyak.
Yeah, good, isn't it?
I was amazed how good it was. I had a different picture in my mind of what Bali would be like.
Yeah.
But the food, the weather, the people, probably that's my favourite spot at the moment. I reckon.
That's good stuff. Good place. Good place.
Yeah.
Have you got a coach's pet?
No. I love all my playing group.
You sure?
Yeah, I do.
Hey?
What have you heard?
No, I've heard nothing. I just wanted to know if you had a pet. That's all. Everybody's got a pet.
Well, look, I don't have one pet. I'm very fond of several players in my group.
So who are the fond ones then?
The fond ones? Well, do you want me to name names really?
Oh, why not?
I'll get myself in trouble.
Yeah, that's okay.
They're all age brackets.
Good fodder. It's
Yeah.
good fodder for the boys.
Yeah, okay. Well, I love Lockie Kennedy. I love Durko.
Yeah.
I love Billy, Andy, Simon Godfrey, Billy. I said Billy twice, did I?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So
I love him
Billy.
twice as much.
Twice. I love Wow.
Wow
love
came
Jimmy
up.
Bowen.
Wow came up in Lee's video. He loves
He
him
did
too.
Oh, he's very lovable, Wow, the big fella. He's easy to love, that's for sure.
That's good.
Yeah,
You got a whipping boy at the club?
yeah, definitely. Graham Gardner, being a whipping
Why?
boy.
Why? Great.
He's my football ops manager,
Yeah.
and he's great. He does absolutely everything he can, GG. He plays a lot of different roles, and our footy club wouldn't be heading in the direction it's heading without his not just his effort, but his wisdom as well. I think he's fantastic.
That's good.
So,
Now you're a golfer, I know that.
yeah.
We've met each other on the golf course a couple of times.
Yes.
What's your handicap?
Yeah, I'm out to a handicap of 7 now.
That's
so
not bad.
every footy season I drift out a shot for the last 4 years. So
Yeah.
I'm out to 7.
Good, good. And your favourite course?
I love Keysborough
Yeah.
in Melbourne, but I really enjoyed playing Lost Farm down in Tassie at Barnbougle. I thought
Yeah.
that was a fantastic course down there. So
Yeah.
lots of good courses in Melbourne, but down the peninsula, but probably those two come to mind.
Good stuff. The last question, what do you think of the car?
Love the car.
The Hyundai Santa
Amazing.
Fe?
Yeah, it's a beautiful car. Absolutely sensational. Drives awesome. Very comfortable. It's got everything, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's really nice to drive. Easy to drive. It's a pleasure.
Little tricks.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Pete, for joining us. It's been a pleasure. It's been a great pleasure, as I said, to leave being involved with the guys this year. I think we've brought you some good luck. We've got a premiership for you.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. So look forward for another big year next year, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, no, I just want to thank you guys as well, Marty. Your support has been phenomenal, and without the support of Ferntree Gully Hyundai Kia, we wouldn't have had the success we've had this year, and the success we hope to have moving forward. So, we're looking forward to a long and mutually beneficial relationship.
Yeah, it's great.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for joining me, Pete.
No
Good on you.
worries.
Cheers.